Hey everybody, Steve Dangle. Welcome inside the Sportsnet Fantasy Hockey Draft Kit. And today, we're not doing any particular position. This is the thing that's going to set you apart from the rest. Late round sleepers. You know the easy guys. If Nikita Kucherov, if Connor McDavid, if Erik Karlsson, any of those guys are available, you're going to pick them. But what happens when you get to round 4, 5, 6, 7? I don't even know who these people are. Don't worry, we got you covered. This list was concocted by the Sportsnet brilliant mind of Rory Boylan. Sportsnet brilliant mind. Are we sticking with Sportsnet brilliant mind, Rory Boylan? But what happens when you get to round 14, 15, 16, 17? You're looking at a list. I don't even know all of those people. Are they rookies? Did I just miss them for several years? It's okay. Rory Boylan from Sportsnet has you covered. He came up with a list of his top 5 sleeper picks. And here they are. Number 5, Joonas Donskoy of the of the Colorado Avalanche. Now, Joonas Donskoy has been a little bit disrespected his whole career. Drafted by the Florida Panthers, didn't really work out. Went to San Jose, made himself into a regular NHL player, but it seems like he's ready to break out. Last season, he had just 37 points in 80 games. That's not magical, but the Colorado Avalanche had a mission this summer, and that was to give their three-headed monster of Gabriel Landeskog, Nathan MacKinnon, and Mikko Rantanen some support. They make a trade with the Toronto Maple Leafs to acquire Nazem Kadri as their second-line center. Great young core on defense, and when it came to the wings, they spent a little bit of money in free agency. Joonas Donskoy being one of those picks. Assuming that he plays on that second line with Nazem Kadri and whoever else, he should be able to put up a lot more than 37 points. If you're playing the Colorado Avalanche, all your best defensive weapons are going to be going up against that top line, leaving you to dismantle what's left. Joonas Donskoy could be your big galaxy brain pick that just lets all your friends know you're smarter than they are. Hey, who knows? If the Avalanche want to switch things up a little bit, maybe Donskoy even ends up on the top line for a bit. How would that go? Guys get injured, don't they? Joonas Donskoy. Think about it. And hey, you can do a lot worse in the 15th round. If you're wrong in the 15th round, that's a problem you can fix on waivers in week 2. But Rory's a smart guy. You won't be wrong. Number 4, difficult to find bargain guys on D, but Rory thinks he's found one with St. Louis's Vince Dunn. Vince Dunn. What has Vince ever done? Oh, just won the Stanley Cup. St. Louis's D-core is crowded. The big right-handed shots there, Alex Pietrangelo, Colton Parayko. You would think there wouldn't be too many more defensive points to go around. Well, Vince Dunn managed to put up 35 points in 78 games. That's not nothing. He had 8 power play points as well and 4 game-winning goals. How? And during the Blues Cup run, he had 8 points in 20 playoff games. If he takes on a bigger role this upcoming season, or geez, even if he continues the status quo, he had a great season last year. If you're able to pick him up in a late round, Vince Dunn is a good pick. Prove to your friends that you were actually paying attention during the Stanley Cup final. Number 3, this is a bit of an interesting name for a sleeper because this is just a well-established, good NHL player, but they could have an even better season than last. Andre Palat of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, Palat was part of the famed triplets line when the Lightning made the Stanley Cup final in 2015. It was Palat along with Tyler Johnson and a relatively unknown Nikita Kucherov. Nothing really went right for Palat last year, just 34 points in 64 games. But if Palat has a clean bill of health and is able to return to the top line to play with, let's say, Stamkos and Kucherov, something like that, that's enormous. Maybe Braden Point and Tyler Johnson. Maybe he even plays with Anthony Cirelli. Palat could potentially be found money for you because in the late rounds, everyone tries to be the smart guy by picking people that no one's ever heard of while ignoring known names like Palat, when really you could just go, okay, I think Palat had a down year last year. I'm putting money on the fact that he's going to have a better season this year. That should be your guy. Anyone who's going to get time on the power play in Tampa, and Palat just might, should probably be on your radar. And if they're available late, you're laughing. Number 2, a guy whose name I didn't even know how to pronounce heading into this video, so producer Drew looked it up. Roope Hintz. I'd always seen his name and said Roope. I thought it was Roope. He only had 22 points in 58 games as a member of the Dallas Stars last year, but it looks like he's ready for a top 6 role. Keep in mind, last season he was a rookie, learning the ropes, just trying to get into the lineup any way he can. But in the playoffs, he emerged. 8 points in 13 games, a much higher rate than in the regular season. What if he gets to play with an Alex Radulov? What if he gets to play with a Joe Pavelski, who, keep in mind, the Dallas Stars signed? Roope Hintz could be in for a big improvement this season, and you should take advantage of it. And our number 1 sleeper / late round pick, a guy who you probably saw his name before and thought it was Case. It's not. Ondrej Kase. Who does he even play for? The Anaheim Ducks. He only played 30 games last season, but in those 30 games, he put up 20 points on the Ducks, who were hard up for offense. If Kase can have a full, healthy regular season on the Ducks' top line, or even consistently in their top 6, even if the Ducks are not an offensive juggernaut, he's gonna put up points for you. The Ducks had a brutal season last year. Dallas Eakins is the new head coach at the helm, and he's going to be looking for someone, anyone, to go to work for him. And that guy is probably going to be Ondrej Kase. So when it's late in the draft and you see his name, be sure to Kase in. Oh, shut up, Drew. Get off my case. Get off my Kase. No. So, now that you've watched this video, how do you feel? Smarter? Probably smarter. You know you're gonna pick one of them. Don't thank me, thank Rory Boylan from Sportsnet. So that's it for our sleepers, our late round picks. If you wanna see who we picked for all the different positions, center, left wing, right wing, defense, goalie, if you wanna see what we picked for those, visit sportsnet.ca or just keep putting around this YouTube channel here. My name's Steve Dangle. You'll probably see my face on it a whole big bunch. So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you liked this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends to check out the full Sportsnet Fantasy Hockey Draft Kit on sportsnet.ca. Or maybe don't. Maybe you want to be the only smart one. I don't know.